guys, welcome back to Tidbits and Tea. I have a very busy sketch for you today. I've been sitting here just kind of touching up little pieces of it and looking at a couple different things. I don't even know where to start with this one. It's extremely busy. I probably should have zoomed in on it first and tried to see if there's any specific people sticking out. I do think that this kind of looks like a bigger person here, and this kind of looks like a bigger person here. If you're kind of zoomed out, one eye being here and the other eye being there. And I may be wrong. So I'm looking at about 5 main characters here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have not determined if this is her with her head turned or just another person in her energy talking. I tend to think it's someone in her energy talking. I even kind of tweaked her and erased her and put her back, and this one kept coming back out like that. Then I thought it might be this guy here, but the hair's a little too dark. So I'm kind of confused about this one still, but either way, these two seem to be beefing. So it's very possible her with her head turned to the side. But this is like a skinny guy or a skinny girl. I thought for a minute it could be this guy, but it's not. So I'll be real curious, anyone that watches this video, if you want to leave any comments and your opinions when I get done, because like I said, this one is stocked full. So this gentleman, we'll start with him over here. He's in his head completely. And he seems to be thinking about promiscuity and a bunny, whether it be this bunny or this bunny or a few bunnies. Funny bunny. The funny thing is, sorry, this one kind of looks a little bit like this guy, even though this looks like a female here. So that's what's going on in his head. He is in his head about the bunny. I just saw down here is another little spot. And then I see the bunny up here, but it's kind of clouding up into the bunny. He's got 2 little portrayals of it there. He's not a very happy bunny, and he's kind of thinking back when he was a happier bunny maybe, or when the bunny was happy. Right now the bunny seems to be sticking its tongue out at him. So I'm not sure if that's portraying the wife or another relationship. However, he is in his head about promiscuity, sex, and possibly third parties or his involvement in it. He's kind of got a little pouty face going on his chest here, so he's kind of wearing his emotions on his heart there. He's not in a good mood. He's not happy. On his arm, his forward movement and the elbow change directions. He's having issues on the right side, his masculine side. He's not able to be changing directions right now. Maybe he's not happy in a marriage and he can't move forward. But he is definitely not too happy about that. Even in his right side and his knee area, you can see the fear and the ego kind of kicking in here. I'm not sure if he's afraid of someone else or that's his own ego. Possibly he's gotten caught with something, possibly not. On his left side, on his female side, he and his right side, you can see it's not as much on the right as the left. It's a little more. He's not really able to hold the ability or he's not able to hold the capacity of life. The arms hold things, and he's just not holding this life experience very well. He's in his head. He's possibly having head issues, possibly not. He looks tired. You can tell on the right side he's thinking, no action, he's deep in thought. Left side, he's kind of sad. Kind of like something got out that he didn't want to get out, or he got caught. See that there behind. I'm not sure what that little thing is. Pick it up in a little bit. And it could be something he's hiding on the left side, possibly. Maybe which female it is. So he's also not moving forward well on the left side. His knee's up here on the left. This is more the leg. He may not like what he's standing in with the females in his life. There's a funny bunny here and another character down here. And it's possible he was involved with something that had to do with more than one female. And possibly more than that. We'll get into that and see here in a minute. So this woman next to him, I'd like to say that this is his partner. And the reason I say that is because he's kind of standing here over her right shoulder. It's kind of vague and far in the background. And the right shoulders represent how we carry life and the burdens, how we carry the burdens. And he's sitting over the right shoulder and she is not too happy. See, on the right side, she's kind of complacent and not happy with what she's hearing. On the left side, she's surprised and a little angry. I didn't see that there either. I think she's trying to decide what she wants to say or not say. At the moment, she's not saying anything, but I think she's in her head about how she wants to deal with what she's hearing. It seems to be she's hearing that her partner, which would be this guy here, has been talking to this voluptuous woman here and maybe having a little too much fun with her and possibly one other, is what it seems as though she's being told by this person, who seemed to be surprised by the information that they received from here. Not sure if that's a male or female. I tend to say short-haired female, but again, I'm not 100% there. And we'll come back after we go through her. Her whole heart is sad. Well, I take that back. So the left side, this is actually more, I said heart, but this is more digestive system. This is her processing. So she's in her head and angry and upset. She's sad and grieving. So I think she's trying to process life and what's happening and why it's happening and if this is actually real, what's happening. I think it's a little overwhelming. I did say this is female. This could be a male, but I really feel like it's a female. Right side hip, she's not feeling supported by the partner in her life. Even on her right arm, she's not holding this experience very well. She's upset about it. She wants to, but she's not sure what she thinks. I think she's in a holding pattern right now because she doesn't know what's happening. If you move down further, her ankles have got a little bit of stuff going on down here in the ankle area. More so on the left side, the right side's, I'm sorry, more so on the right side. I'm looking backwards here. The left side seems to be more knee and her fear and ego, whereas this seems to be a little bit closer down to the ankles. Ankles represent inflexibility. Guilt represent the ability to receive pleasure. And I could be wrong, this would be closer to her knee. And again, the knees are the seat of the fear and the ego. So she could just be afraid of what's going on with a female in his life. She could also just be afraid of their relationship, what's going to happen, fear of the future, what it's going to look like, what are people going to say. And she could also, these emotions could be an attack from a female or a partner that he has possibly been with, attacking her fear and ego. This whole thing could be rumor and could be something to cause issues. The fact, though, that he's in his head, oh, here it comes. There it is with the little bunnies, about the bunnies, and it's weighing heavily on his heart, tells me he possibly has something else going on that she doesn't know about because he's holding the bunny there on that left side, kind of tucked away in there. An upset bunny, for that matter, unless that is her, the upset bunny. So that could be his heart. He might be very concerned about possible rumors that have upset his bunny, his main squeeze. Oh, sorry, I'm throwing stuff now. He dropped the ball. I dropped the pencil. He dropped the ball. So there is that. So there's this woman. either she's pretending or she is in shock, relaying information that she thought about. You can see her sitting here contemplating, do I tell her? Do I tell her? I'm telling her. She told her. But this woman has both her hands behind her back. So, well, this one kind of looks like it's on her hip. I'm not the best at drawing hands. I'm working on that. I'm getting there. So her hand's on her hip, like she's upset. This one's kind of behind her back, but kind of on her hips too. She has a bunny on her legs, right around her thighs. Thighs are rage at the father or the male. So possibly this is their child that's coming to tell her what they've heard. It could be a grown child. She could be angry at dad, but she seems to be angry at mom too, because she's angry left and right side. But it's usually at the father when it's in the thighs, and it's moved down in here into the knees. So it's kind of sitting in the seat of fear and ego with the father. I would think that this is their child, whether it's a male or a female, and that the rumor mill has gotten back, or the truth has gotten back, one or the other, and it's got them upset enough that they're talking to mom. If you look, you can see, let me grab my other pencil here. You can see the shock on her face here. See that as she tells her she's in shock, and then she has to think about it. You see that right there. And the other scenario is that this is one of the cheating bunnies that is putting the blame on the other bunny because she doesn't want to go down with the ship. As you can see, this one's having trouble digesting the issues also, but it's also, this father figure is on her heart here. She's wearing the father figure on the heart, trouble digesting what looks to be almost the bunny rabbit. This one's having trouble digesting a rabbit. So I really tend to think this would be the child of these two. And it's weighing heavily on their heart. They're angry at their father. And the anger towards the father, even possible some of this anger here and the lack of the support, would tell me that he's either been accused of doing something or he has done something and the truth is coming out. And it would be with this cute little fuzzy bunny. I don't know if it's this one that she's being told or if they know exactly who it is and she's speculating as to which one it would be. Because I don't see this girl up here at all. Doesn't mean that that's not the one. All right, so let's hop from the family scenario over to this right side where I've got this male and female figure. And I say male, but honestly, this could be this. And I wasn't sure if this guy and this guy are the same, but because she's kind of leaning over and the two of them talk, I'm not sure if they're a couple or not. Either way, the information's been passed. Sorry, again, I am not the best artist, but this is kind of let come out what comes out, and that's just kind of what came out. This woman here is hiding her hand behind her back. And it looks like she's kind of gripping and grasping onto this bunny and this man here. So it's possible she could be the fuzzy bunny. Possible. If you look, her elbow here, she's having difficulty with the changes and what's changing, maybe with the truth coming out. She's not holding life really well right now in her arms. And it looks like this gentleman over here on her arm. So she's not holding any of this in the movement forward, and on her shoulder is the burdens of the world. And that could be this gentleman here, and could be this person speaking to this person. That could be part of the problem. Either way, this whole scenario of what's come out is a burden to this woman here. It's weighing heavily on her heart. She's not happy here. You can see that there. I think she's having a little bit of trouble taking in life. She may have some shortness of breath, slight panic attack. You kind of see the bunny in here, right on her lung area. And then over her heart's the little face here. And then she is not digesting this well at all. She's angry on the right side. That's her taking action side and her movement forward. And on the left side, or vulnerable side, she's more sad. Same thing with the digestive system. So maybe something is having to end because what's coming out is coming out. And she's having to hide things behind her back and sit on what happened because she doesn't want anyone to know it was actually her and she was one of the bunnies. I look when he's kind of irritated here, but he's not talking to the bunny and the bunny's mad at him. So I really do think that's this couple that I think that's part of the problem. What's weighing on him is his relationship with his family, not with this particular woman here. And I think that is hard for her to digest. She's having trouble breathing. I think she got into something that she thought was going to be maybe profitable for her, or he was going to leave this woman and come with her. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with her with that. But if you look, she's not digesting it well. She's not taking it in well. Again, maybe panic attacks. Right side, could be anger at father, but it could also be anger at a father figure if he's a lot older than her. And she viewed him as a, what do you call that? A sugar daddy. Then it would still be stubborn lumps of anger down here. And her fear and ego in her knees is only on the left side. And in her legs, which is again movement forward, she doesn't seem to be, the only support issue seems to be on the right side, not the left. And the left, she's got her hand comfortably resting here, like she just doesn't care, whatever, all nonchalant, pretending to be shocked, I think, or she is shocked that it got out. Her right side looks like she's not sure what to do and is shocked, and the left side looks like it's more like a sadness, like upset that it's out, whereas the left side is in complete shock, like you've got to be kidding. So I don't know if he told her and she said something to this one, or the two of them are arguing, because this is also the two of them arguing. It could be another sibling, but I don't really feel that it is. I do feel like she's the one hiding and sitting on this. Whether she was one of the ones involved or not, she knows about it. She knows something, and she's definitely hiding something with the hand behind her back like that. There's a lot of energy on the left side of her hair here. There's a little bunny in there. There's some faces. Left side with the rabbit in there tells me whoever the real rabbit is in her energy if it's not her. The in her thoughts is the couple. She's thinking about the two of them. He's sad, she's upset, she's not okay with it. It looks like she is being told is what it looks like. Over here, whether it's her and her thoughts or this one, but this one seems to be thinking about her. So whoever this is behind, that's it. This woman is behind her back talking about her. See her up here? I see her now. So she's telling this one, the child, or the teenager, or the younger one, this one's child, this one is behind her back telling them about her. And she's in her head about these two. And this one here could be the child, but I don't think so, because this one seems to look like he got up and got dressed on the wrong side of the bed, or was just in bed with her and he can't seem to button his shirt right, had to get up in a hurry. His throat chakra is completely open, but he's in his head up here about himself. He's kind of sad, and there's a little bunny hiding behind him. And then if you look on his right shoulder, he's got this gentleman on his right shoulder. That's a burden to him. He's got this big face. His heart is wide open. He's smiling. But on the left side, his vulnerable side, he's a little sad and not sure, possibly insecure. On the right side, he's hitting on her and liking her. But this guy is a burden because he wants to be with her, is what it looks like. Down on his hips, on his left side of his hips, you see the older gentleman over here, kind of his big face sitting in there. I think, so the hips are your support system. The hips also are what carries the body in perfect balance. It's a big thrust forward. I think he's concerned about being able to move forward because of this guy, whether it's because she was with him or if this is a relation to him. I do think she's hiding secrets about this gentleman. And I think he either knows about this gentleman or is concerned about the gentleman. It's also weighing heavily here, not just on his arm and his shoulder, but almost down into his lungs. It's kind of like he's hoping that that's not what's true or not, because he really wants to be with her, or he has been with her. Kind of see his male area here is kind of lit up and active. But it looks a little disappointed, kind of like he was with her and didn't get the reaction he wanted from her, or she's not too happy. I'm not really sure what his hand is doing here. It kind of looks like he's got a hand in a pocket up here and a hand down here in his pocket. But he's also sad on his right side. Right side is action, movement forward, and that's again in the hips. That's a major thrust forward. So he's sad that he can't take action and move forward. And that's almost, actually that'd be more thighs. So that would be anger at a father figure. He could be angry at this father figure, whether it's his father or her. And you know, who knows, maybe this is their child and he was with her, but she slept with him. There's a couple different scenarios we can get from this, but he's in his head about a bunny, whoever the bunny is, and I'm assuming it's her, just from the way everything's set up here. And he's sad. So he could also be confronting her, but he's watching her. He's happy. He wants her. That's 100%. He's in his fear and ego too. Maybe he's worried she's going to say no to him. He's got some bunny in his energy up here on his left side. So all in all, the dynamic of this, he's talking to this woman who is in contemplation about these two and worried about these two, because she seems to be hiding a possible affair here. She's not paying this one as much attention. Someone has gone behind her back and said something to the child, who said something to the mother. The mother's deep in her thoughts about it, but someone must have said something to the father, or he's just deep in guilt and contemplation. What I do see is he has his hands over his private area. And if you look here, you may have to zoom in here. I just realized I wasn't sure what this was, but I see it now. If you look here, he's got his hand holding down a little face with a big ear. So he's holding down an angry bunny. He doesn't want the angry bunny to rear its ugly head. And here it is here. On his left side, fear, ego, the leg, movement forward. And if you kind of look, both of his knees where the fear and ego is, it's almost like a horse here. So he's in his fear and ego that his sexual issues are going to come out. So I don't think she's confronted him yet about it or not. He's deep in his head about what he's been into. If you zoom out, you can see one big bunny. But if you zoom in, you can see lots of little interactions. And it could be just all the different things he did behind her back with the bunny. The bunny here, you see how upset this bunny is. and then it was a happy bunny at one time, and now it's an upset bunny. So he's thinking about how upset the bunny is and how happy the bunny used to be, and this is one upset bunny. So my take on this is there was an affair. It's being hidden, but you can see in her heart how angry she is with moving forward or not. He could have nipped the whole thing in the bud to hide the bunny. He doesn't want her rearing the angry head. You see down even in his left side here, she's angry, looking at him very angrily, and that's weighing on him heavily. He's probably got guilt eating him up. And then his face is here, looking up at her on the right side because she doesn't know if she wants to move forward or not. She's angry. This is a huge burden for her. She's already suspected him messing around, but I don't think she knows exactly who it's with. So I'm not sure if this person just said he's messing around or if she's speaking as to who it is and he's finally coming in. And this could, like I said, there looks like two women here. It could be this woman here, and this is a whole different woman. I think this is just someone that's interested in her or someone that she's sleeping with that she really doesn't care about that much. He's more of a front man so that this isn't found out, which is why he's upset that he can't move forward, and this guy is causing the burdens of the world for him because she is more interested in hanging out with the older guy than hanging out with him, and he's so hot and good looking. Why wouldn't she want to be with him all the time? What's that guy got that he doesn't got? Blah, blah, blah. That would be my take. An angry bunny. All right, guys, that is your tea today. You are welcome to tell me if you see anything else. I got a right side. Oh, here, the right side, he's talking to the bunny, behind the bunny, he's saying something to her, and she's not happy. Bunny's upset. So there is the play-by-play. Not sure if these two have had the altercation or if they have gone at it or it's come out yet. She is definitely deep in thought, trying to figure out what's happening. It is very possible that this is actually her and they had a threesome. I don't think so, though. I think she's too upset. This one's too shocked, and I'm pretty sure this is a child. And it's about to come out, if it hasn't already. And that seems to be the tea. All right, you guys let me know if you have any thoughts on that. I know I don't have a lot of viewers when this video is getting put out, but I am more than happy to take the feedback and get your opinions. Or if you see something that I don't, and I'm sure as soon as I turn the camera off and do a zoom in and zoom out, then I'm gonna see something and give you a after sip, but we shall see. Oh, and this, yeah, there, he's having a little trouble breathing too. This looks like a young teenage boy is what this looks like, but again, it could be a teenage girl too. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful evening and you enjoy the tea. I'll see you on the next video. So I was looking for the face and I see it. There's an eye, a big nose, and some hair. I think that's this one in contemplation. I pull out even further from it. And that's the only one I really get is that big face. I think he's wondering, I think the question for this one is, do they know, or has it got back to them yet because it's out? And there you go. Here's your quick after sip. All right, quick after sip. You know I can't resist. And I'm sorry, I'm holding my camera now. You see the eyes here, and the mustache here, and the nose here. I wonder if that was him when he had a mustache and now it's shaved. But the funny thing is, it's right there. Kind of see him here too. And now he's sad. So this was angry and sad. Maybe she started talking to him and it made him angry and they got in a fight. And now he's sad, but you see down here, it's like this guy here saying something to this guy possibly, letting the cat out of the bag. So this could be him also, or just someone else letting the cat out of the bag. Either way, rabbit's out of the hat. I'm sorry, I just realized my fingers look like little bunny ears. You guys have a wonderful evening.